Hi everyone, welcome to class. I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher here on Verbling. Today's class is a reading and discussion class for intermediate learners. And at the beginning of class, we will be reading an article about sustainability and the environment. And then towards the end of class, we will save time to discuss the article and any new words, phrases, or ideas that may have come up in our reading. Okay, so welcome students. Let's see who's here. Hi, Claudio.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Good, thank you. Where are you calling from?
I come from Italy.
From Italy?
Yes, I'm 24 years old. And I'm here for improve my English.
Very nice to meet you. And how long have you been studying English?
Only 1 month.
Only a month, wow. Okay, good. And let's see, hi Angeles.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Hello Edson.
Hello, teacher Caitlin. Good morning, I guess.
Good afternoon for me.
Afternoon.
But
Okay.
so Edson, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. And where are you calling from?
I'm from Mexico.
From Mexico. And do you like Family Guy?
Yeah. Well, especially this character.
Especially that character? What do you like about him?
I don't know. He's so smart, I guess, and evil at the same time.
Smart and evil at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. All right. Nice to have you here.
Okay, thank you.
And hi, Maria.
Good morning, teacher.
How's it going?
Fine, and you?
Calling from?
From Colombia.
From Colombia. Okay, very nice to meet you. And hi, Mustafa.
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
I am doing well.
Good. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Hello, Andre.
Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Okay, who else is here? Arthur?
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, how's it going?
It's good.
Good. And hello, Matt. Oh, sorry, I'm good, thanks. And hi, Matt.
Hi, Kate. Good evening now.
Good afternoon. Nice to see you.
Okay.
Okay. And also hi to Anatoly.
Hello.
Okay. All right, so we have a big class today, which is great, a full class. For those of you who I haven't met before, I'm Kate. It's very nice to meet you. I'm an English teacher from the United States. I teach mostly intermediate level classes, and I like to do a lot of discussion or speaking-based classes. And today what we'll be doing is reading an article. The theme of the article is about sustainability and the environment, so it should be pretty relevant to a lot of current events. And we'll review any vocabulary or questions you have from the article, and then we'll spend a good amount of the class discussing what we've read. So I want to hear your opinions, maybe this, depending on, what you think. We'll see if, we'll see if you agree, if you disagree with the article, and hopefully it will generate some good debate. Okay, so are there any questions before we get started?
Nope.
Okay, so I want to, before we read, I want to ask you, are you interested in the environment and things like global warming, protecting the environment? Is it something that is important to you, and why or why not?
Well, yes. I I think it's a good way for improve our quality of our lives,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I would like to do more things about that, but mm, I I don't do a lot of things, but sometimes I do, but no always.
Okay, good. Good. So I like what you said about, it's something that can help improve quality of life for everyone. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Other thoughts?
Mm,
Actual teacher for environment, when that's word come to my mind, uh, I I think like about the pollution in my city maybe, because in the city is rich in oil, so
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of oil company and oil company, yes. So we have a lot of like rig to exploration the oil from the ground,
Right.
and there are a lot of pollution and something like this. So
Mm-hmm.
they until now in my country general they don't care about this problem, and this is maybe really critical problem for us actually. And some recently one doctor have a device, and when he was in his car he see like a cloud, or like
Mm-hmm.
a dark cloud, and he run his device to see what if there is a pollution or something like that, and he see there are pollution in the air actually. So and it is like x10 maybe from normal, so this is maybe really danger, but until now the people don't care about that. And actually it is the responsibility of the government maybe to take care about this problem. So yeah, actually, I can feel the different from the difference from the environment or the air in my country and other countries. So when I went to other country, I feel like the weather is changed for me, and the smell also something like that. So it's different. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, really interesting perspective. So Mustafa, tell everyone where you're from.
Okay, I am from Iraq.
Yeah, so just he was talking about his country, obviously very oil rich, right? A lot of oil, and so you're saying that it's, something that the government needs to start to consider, right?
Right.
Absolutely. And Mustafa, didn't you say you worked for an oil company?
No, actually,
Okay.
I trained in Halliburton.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, last year, but
Mhm.
until now, I am looking for like a new job.
Okay, got it. Yeah. All right, very interesting perspective. So the sort of political issues that go along with the environment.
Yes.
Anyone else want to share? Okay, well, I think that hopefully this is something that is important to a lot of you. I think, we'll save our discussion. I'd like to hear more about what our students have said so far in the discussion. So thank you for sharing. I'm going to share my screen with all of you, and we'll get started reading the article. Hi, Ali.
Hi, teacher.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, so I'll share my screen with you. I like to have a few students read the article out loud. So we'll read it out loud together. And then I'll give you a few minutes to reread the article on your own, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so let me share my screen with you now. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
see.
Is it too small? Okay. All right, hopefully this will help. All right, so as you can see, the name of this article is Coffee Company to Improve Sustainability. Okay? And it's a recent article, so from just a few days ago in September. Okay, so as I said, I think we'll read it together first. I'll have some students read out loud. And this is a good way to practice, your pronunciation, your reading skills, and I'll give you some feedback. So would someone like to read the first paragraph?
Okay,
Yeah,
I can
me.
read.
Okay, who said that first?
Probably me. I don't know.
Okay, all right, well, go ahead. You can read the first
Um,
paragraph.
Okay. The coffee company, Nespresso, has announced ambitious new plans to help make its operations more sustainable. The company is a brand name of the Nestlé group of companies. It makes and sells espresso coffee machines and the single-use containers of coffee needed for the device. Its new initiative on sustainability is called the Positive Cup. This aims to source one of its range of coffee through totally sustainable methods, while helping some of the world's poorest coffee farmers. It will invest just over $16 million in Ethiopia, Kenya, and South Sudan. The company spokesperson said it aims to protect the future of the highest quality coffees and secure the livelihoods of the farmers that grow them.
Great, thank you. And this word? Initiative, right? Initiative, but otherwise great. Initiative and livelihoods. Livelihoods, okay. All right, thank you very much. Can someone read the second paragraph, please?
Okay, maybe me.
Great, Ali.
Okay. A main component of the campaign is to recycle all of the aluminum capsules used in the machines. The company will collect the capsules wherever the company does business and increase recycling rates. The company also said it would become 100% carbon neutral by 2020 by planting trees to compensate for its carbon footprint. CEO Jean-Marc Duvoisin said, "Our sustainability approach has always been designed to do more than simply minimize impacts." Hollywood actor George Clooney said, "The investment in South Sudan's coffee sector, even while the conflict is ongoing, is providing much-needed income for hundreds of farmers and their families living in coffee communities."
Great, okay. Thank you very much. So, there are a lot of sort of important words in this article, words related to both to the environment and to general, coverage or reporting of the news. So, so hopefully some of these will be new for you. Thank you to our two readers. What I want you to do is reread the article on your own. So this is for everyone. I'll give you, 4 or 5 minutes to read it by yourself. And what I want you to do while you read is underline or, write down any, well, I guess you can't underline, but write down any words or expressions that are new for you. So things that are new or that you don't understand. Okay, and so we'll talk about those in a few minutes. So for now, 4 or 5 minutes, read this silently on your own, and then we will talk about new vocabulary and questions.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay, so if you're still reading, that's okay, but I think we'll start to talk about some questions people might have. One thing I want to point out, I mentioned to say when Ali was reading, so this word is interesting because it's pronounced and spelled differently in British English and American English. So this is American English, aluminum, right? Aluminum. In British English, they add an I and say aluminium, aluminium. But in American English, it's aluminum. So both are fine. It just depends where you are and with whom you are speaking. Okay? All right, so what questions do you have about vocabulary or anything in the article?
I have a question in a vocabulary.
Okay.
What mean livelihoods?
Great question. Okay, so livelihood. Your livelihood is your ability to earn money and to support yourself, basically. So to secure the livelihoods of the farmers means to make sure, to make certain that the farmers have enough money to support themselves. Okay, so you're, okay, great.
Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat the word human?
Sorry?
When you explain the mean livelihoods, you said the word human. Human. I don't understand this word.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure which word I said, but livelihood is your livelihood is your ability to support yourself financially.
Okay. Thank you. I
Okay,
understand.
sorry, that's a little bit easier. Okay, good question. Good question. Okay. Other vocabulary questions?
When said this aims to source.
What's that?
This aims. Aims to source.
Okay. This aims to source. Okay, yeah, good question. I think this is actually one of the more difficult sentences in the article, right? So this aims, we'll break this down. So this aims means the goal of this initiative, right? This is referring to the new initiative, that is the positive cup. So to say that something aims to do something means it has the goal of, so it has the goal of sourcing one of its ranges of coffee through totally sustainable methods. Okay, so does anyone have an idea what this means? So if its goal is to source one of its ranges of coffee through sustainable methods, can someone explain that in his or her own words?
Here said the company must find a way for becoming your goal.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, the goal. So the company is trying to reach a goal, or an aim, right? And that aim, the goal is to do this, to source one of its ranges of coffee through sustainable methods. So my question now for the whole class is, what exactly does this mean? Does anyone know? To source one of its ranges of coffee through totally sustainable methods.
Probably it means that so this company produces different types of coffee, and one of its range of coffee, they actually mean those that use single-use containers. It will be sourced by a special method, like sustainable method. I mean that components for those, like ingredients or for those containers, will be like recycled or something like that.
Yeah. So I think part of this here, yeah, that's on the right track. So I think here they're saying they're talking about how they will grow the coffee essentially, or how they will farm the actual plants, right? So here they're saying that they'll actually be helping farmers by providing them some sort of help with development in order to grow their coffee in a sustainable way, if that makes sense. And so it's both environmentally friendly and helps farmers in poor countries. And so specifically, if we source something, it means we develop something. We cultivate or produce something. Okay? Other questions?
Teacher, sorry.
Yes.
Maybe the third line from the bottom, where we said George Clooney said the investment in South Sudan coffee sector, even while the conflict is ongoing. Is ongoing. What's the exact meaning of this?
Good. Ongoing means continuing. So they're talking about so he's basically saying we need to invest in coffee in South Sudan, even though there is a continuing war or conflict in this country or in this area.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. Other questions?
What is George Clooney's relation about the company?
I'm not sure what George Clooney's importance is here, but a lot of people like him. Good question.
What else?
What's that?
What else? George Clooney said, what else?
I don't know.
In the advertise. Sorry.
Oh, right. He did. He said that in the advertisement, yes.
He got money, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Spokesperson mean representative of the company?
Yeah, a representative. So the person who does public relations for the company.
And also, it's a new initiative on sustainability. So, initiative, what's this exactly mean?
Great question. So an initiative is like a new project, right? It's pronounced initiative, and a synonym is project.
Okay. Like starting a new.
Yes, a project that you start, right? So this project is specifically about sustainability, right? And what is sustainability? Anyone?
Using green energy.
Yeah, using green energy or using resources that will last, that will not run out. Good. Okay.
And also, teacher, initiative.
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 The stress is here.
Yeah. Initiative. Use only to start a new project in only this situation, or maybe another situation, or specifically for starting a new project?
It can be used in other situations, I guess, but I think the most common meaning is this. So usually it's something that a government or a company or a group will, you'll talk about it in those terms. So you could say, the government's new initiative will help fight unemployment, right? Anything like that where a group is doing some public thing for a cause.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And other questions? Okay, so I have a question here. So in the second sentence, it says, the company is a brand name of the Nestle group of companies. So this might be a question for the more business-oriented people. What does it mean to say that, that a company is a brand name of another company or of a group of companies?
That means that Nespresso is a part of Nestle Group company.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's part of the larger Nestle group. Okay, great. Single use, just note that this is, you know, a kind of a strange adjective. It's hyphenated, and it just means something that you can use one time. So what about something that's used multiple times?
Multi-use.
Multi-use. Yeah, good. Excellent. Okay. What else? What is a component? What is a component?
It's an ingredient.
Yeah, an ingredient or a part.
Part.
Absolutely. Let's see. Yes?
But in this case, components is parts from campaign to campaign.
Yeah, so it's, in this case, it's a part or an element. So yeah, it's a part of the campaign or a project of the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah. This word came up a few times in the article capsules. I'm sure all of you coffee drinkers have seen Nespresso capsules. What is a capsule in general?
Container.
Yeah, it's like a small container, right? It's something that holds something else, a capsule. And let's see, carbon neutral. This is a very environment-specific phrase. To say that something is carbon neutral, does anyone know what that means?
Yes, it's logically, it means that it produces as much carbon as it eliminates.
Okay, absolutely. Yes. And why is that important? Why is it important for something to be carbon neutral?
Not to pollute the environment, just
Yeah.
to keep it like balanced.
Exactly. Yeah, wonderful. And so how is the company going to become carbon neutral? What do they say?
Trees.
Exactly. So yeah, so by planting trees to compensate for its carbon footprint. Can someone give me a synonym for compensate?
To cover.
To cover, okay, yeah. To cover, or what about a phrasal verb?
Like make up, or?
Yeah, to make up for.
Okay.
Excellent. To make up for is to compensate for. And its carbon footprint, so this is something you'll see anytime you read or listen to the news about the environment. You'll hear people talk about a carbon footprint, which is basically how much damage you're doing to the environment, right? How much impact you are having on the environment. Okay. So other questions about this? Okay. So, oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a question. In the when he's write much needed, he separate with a guion. I don't know how to say.
A dash.
Dash. Yeah.
Dash.
Dash. Why in this case is separate with a dash two words?
Okay, very, very good question. Okay, so this is, let's see, where is this in the article?
Last sentence, third line.
Last, okay, here we go, thank you. Okay, so, because these two words together are acting as an adjective, right? So, so they're acting together to describe income. Income is not only needed, it's much needed. So, so what we do in this situation, right, you could say is providing needed income. So needed here is working as an adjective, even though it's a participle. Much is an adverb describing needed. And since needed is describing a noun, we put this dash here, right, to unite the adverb and the adjective, which are together working as one adjective to describe the noun income. Is that clear?
But in this case, it's most needed.
Not most needed, but it's very needed, very necessary. So important.
Okay.
Was that clear enough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Good. Because basically these two words are together describing a noun. Okay. All right, anything else? Okay, so I wanted to save the rest of class for discussion. So, you know, I want to open this up to hear your thoughts on the article. I hope that you will feel free in our discussion to share your opinion, to speak, you know, whenever you want, but just be respectful of your classmates and don't interrupt one another. But otherwise, feel free to speak whenever. So, so we have a good, 20 minutes to talk about the article and, some of the larger related themes. So I want to hear first just about, what are your impressions of this article? What were your first impressions? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is important? Why or why not?
For me, this article is just marketing.
Okay. Explain.
Because usually the company in all of the world for increase your selling must necessary make this action for side of the world. They think an environment in all of the world. Okay, and for me, just for increase your selling coffee in this case.
Okay, so you think this is more of a marketing problem, they don't really care about the environment, they just want to promote their brand.
Promote
Okay.
the brand in all of the world.
Yeah, Okay, what do you think about this, class?
I agree. They want to sound like they are really concerned about the environment, but I don't think so. Especially when it's an old company like Nestle, they have been doing a lot of bad things to the environment, and now that it's a major topic in everywhere, they do this. It's just to increase their profit to whitewash their image.
Did you say to whitewash?
Yeah.
Yeah, great use of that. So to whitewash their image. Can you explain what that means to the class?
Yeah, it's to pretend or give the image that they're a good company or they care about the environment.
Yeah.
In the past, they showed the completely opposite.
Yeah, excellent. Really good. So does everyone feel the same way about this? That, this is sort of, this is just another example of a big company trying to, as Edson said, whitewash its and promote them. Is this just a marketing ploy?
Teacher, I think that is a good opinion. I think that this article is an initiative to marketing and everywhere. But I think that this initiative that company do in the world, maybe in other in other situation help the community. I read that this initiative benefit to Ethiopia, Kenya, and South Sudan, and maybe it's an initiative that marketing, but maybe help to the community. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, I think those are some good points.
And for example, for me, when said it will invest just over 60 million, why I must write 60 million? I just can say I would help Ethiopia, Kenya, and South Sudan because this country is poor country. Okay.
Okay, so your question is why do they need to state the number, the actual number?
Yes, number right for just one things. In this case, markets for selling share on the markets, okay, in all of the world, and
Okay, so this is.
said all the newspaper world media said the Howard company send 16 million in this country, poor country, for help, but for me nothing help in this country from Nespresso, from Nestle.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's an interesting point. And I think to add on to that, Matt, I want to tell the class an interesting statistic. The CEO of Nestle makes this amount of money, makes $16 million, right? So this is the same amount of money as the CEO of the company makes in 1 year. What do you think about that?
Wow.
And in fact, when the company make this project, okay, and back this help with from sorry, to this poor country, there are the foundation. You know, foundation.
A foundation?
Foundation. Usually, in this case, create the company creating a foundation, and for I don't know word, and for hide. You know, hide.
Okay. To hide or to cover up?
For cover hide the question money, shareholder, markets, title.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're only doing this because they have something to hide, basically. They
Mm-hmm.
want to hide the bad things by sort of doing this good work in the world. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
Good. What do the rest of you think? Do you agree?
I'm thinking about this article in positive way. For example, if we have two options in the shop to take package which is made from plastic and from something like paper, etc., more ecological clean stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People usually prefer what is mm, gave less harm for the nature. And
Mm-hmm.
in that case, also, if we know that this company produced less harm for nature than other company, and if we know that this company cares about recycling, about putting new trees, etc., I think it could be positive. uh, it could be uh, tend to agree with their product, and people, customers could choose their product in advance.
Yeah, good. So I think, you're saying we have to look at the positives of this, which, it's better than nothing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Mustafa, you said you were on the fence. Why are you feeling on the fence?
Yeah, we don't know.
And
Maybe,
so
maybe,
first,
yeah.
what does that mean that you're on the fence?
Yeah, I can't agree with them and I can't disagree maybe with them.
Yeah, you have
So,
trouble
yeah,
choosing.
yes, yes. So like like we can say up in the air.
You're up in the air, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, uh, maybe they have a good attitude from that and maybe only marketing and so yeah, like I can't take my decision maybe, teacher.
Yeah, you can't decide. And
Yeah.
have you noticed oil companies in your country doing anything similar?
Uh, Actually, until now, no. Until now,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because maybe there is no controlling over them or monitoring,
Yeah.
so they are free to pollute the air and do whatever they want.
Okay. All right. And that brings up another issue, which is, what are the government's roles in situations like this?
About what you said about the company or this article?
I think both. I think they're related.
Yeah, maybe they have to take some decision to like limit it, pollute of environment maybe,
Mm-hmm.
or put their hand about to control some company, yeah, like monitoring them or something like that. And in this article maybe different, something related to the company itself.
Okay, so more
Uh,
regulations.
yeah, yeah, and also I like the idea of recycling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good idea to recycle. Uh, so to like aims to clean environment.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. And why do you think, we talked about this a little bit before, why does the article interview George Clooney? Why is that? Why does that matter at all? He's an actor.
Uh, maybe advertising maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he is maybe a famous face, and they can like attract people
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just
Good,
for
yeah.
selling more.
To sell more. Okay, so Matt is very insistent that this is
Because
just marketing.
the name actor George Clooney is famous in all of the
Mm-hmm.
world. Okay, when I see George Clooney on the TV say this, oh wow, good, Nespresso.
Right.
Tomorrow I'm buying espresso because George Clooney said this. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
the Nestle can selling more your capsule coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we already know, we've all seen him on the commercials, right, for Nespresso saying, what else? And we know he's getting paid by them. That's true.
In fact, we can check for example, when some company said a news, okay, and after we can check the movement in the market title this company.
Okay, mhm,
Sure, we have a movement, high or low.
mhm. Okay, so you're saying that this is all financially
Financially.
relevant.
Because
Mhm.
this big company uh, are in the market in all of the world. Now,
Of course, it's a big public company. Yeah.
S&P 500, Tokyo in all of the world.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And so, I guess what I would ask, sort of to close our discussion, is what is so this is obviously a problem, right? Where there are companies who are they depend on very poor areas of the world for the basic elements or components of their product, and in doing so, they tend to destroy the environment in the already poor areas, and then they sort of cover it up with these sort of projects that promote sustainability. What is the solution here? What do you see as the solution, or how can we deal with these problems in the future?
Sorry, teacher, can you elaborate more about your question?
Yeah, so I guess, is there any solution to this, is what I'm saying. So from what everyone has described, right, this seems like a pretty bad situation, right? We have these very poor areas, and then big companies who are causing damage to the environment in poor areas, and then sort of pretending to want to make things better with sustainable projects. Is there a solution? How can we deal with these issues, basically?
I think that a kind of environmental taxes will solve the problem. If those taxes like progressive, based on the level of environment-friendly production, or so the more environment-friendly you are, the less the taxes.
Okay.
So that companies will think and make decision based on business logic, like a good investment to introduce some initiative, then to pay taxes.
Great. Yeah, I think that's a great point.
Maybe maybe they don't have a choice. Maybe going to the court and apply a lawsuit, maybe.
Okay, you think that, you know, this should just be a straight up lawsuit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's a very American thing to do. Any other comments? Okay, so I think, you know, we're just about out of time. I think this is an interesting issue, and there's not an easy solution. So,
Yes. Yeah,
not an
maybe
easy
it's not.
solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It maybe this is not in our hands.
It's not, no, it's definitely not in our hands.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to thank you all for sharing your thoughts and for participating in today's discussion. It's always interesting to hear your ideas. If you have any, you know, remaining questions, feel free to send me a message on Verbling or on my Verbling teacher Facebook page. Okay, and otherwise, thank you very much for coming and for participating. And I hope to see all of you again soon. Okay,
Thank you,
have a
teacher.
great day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, class.
Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye bye.